John, I remember the first time you came into our office. Remind me, how long ago was that?
Do you know, Shauna, it's almost 6 years now.
Really?
Gone like a flash.
Gosh, and that wasn't your first trip to Guernsey, was it?
No, we'd been sailing here for many years.
Okay.
And we'd always loved coming here. Beautiful beaches, lovely restaurants. Guernsey's been very welcoming. We've made lovely friends and it's a very sociable place.
And what about in terms of the property search?
Right.
Was that...
Well,
how did that go?
It was an important call. We had a lovely home in England and we said, let's think about going to Guernsey and let's go and check it out first. So we came and stayed in a hotel for several weekends, hired a car, drove round, had nice meals. Yes, it looks every bit as nice as we thought. I'd seen in the Sunday Times, Swaffers, if you think of coming to Guernsey, walked in the office, could we see someone please? We're interested in a property. This sort of property, this sort of accommodation and this sort of price, what can you do? Yeah. One of the interesting things was I said, because I'm not domiciled, I need some very good tax advice. Yeah. I need good solicitors, not only to buy this property, but I have a modest investment in other property. Yeah. And I asked Swaffers, who would you recommend? And they recommended Intertrust for tax, Colas Krill as solicitors. Both have been absolutely excellent. Great. And handled my domicile issues with great knowledge and skill. We transferred our Lloyds Bank from the UK, and I'd banked with them since I joined Shell many, many years ago. And they've got absolutely excellent team here. So really we've been very well advised, and that was an absolute key to successfully re-establishing ourselves here.
Brilliant. When you first came to the island, were you still working? Were you still toing and froing?
I was chairing a major UK company and a director of two others, and I was going back to London Monday to Friday, and that worked extremely well to my pleasant surprise. And then after 2 years, I began the wind down, and I've now wound down to being a director of a company which operates out of Jersey, and we formed our own little company here to do investments in property and the like. So,
but toing and froing and actually functioning in the business world was, you found, very manageable from the island?
Yes, I did. Communications are extremely good. There's the odd day of fog, but strangely in the first 2 years we were fog-free. Which was a very good start, but this can happen anywhere. Yeah. Obviously going to Jersey is very easy, and having created our own company here now, the system is remarkably efficient in letting it happen. So Sue, are you going to now show us your lovely home?
I'd be delighted to show you.
Come on then. Let's go. Wow. This is
all the new bit here.
This is absolutely lovely. I have to say, it's always a house I've loved, but it looks amazing. What attracted you? What were you looking for?
Well, we just loved the size of it. It wasn't too big and everything flowed.
It's got a lovely feel.
We were very lucky because all our furniture that we bought from England fitted, except for one enormous sofa. So it just showed we were moving from home to home, which was fantastic.
Fantastic.
It's wonderful having this because friends say, what on earth have you moved to Guernsey for?
Yes,
and they come and they say, no, I can understand why. We like this house much more than your old house.
We've had happy lives in many countries of the world. We've never had a better welcome and access to clubs and all the things we want to do. It hasn't taken us 10 years to get in.
Now, Shauna, let me show you this part, which is the old part of the house.
Okay, you can see
the
walls.
thickness of the walls, aren't they? Amazing.
Huge.
And as in any old house, you have to keep it up, because if you don't, it gets away from you. And so we did do a bit in here.
And then, so you did the work in here. So you used local builders, local tradesmen?
Yes, we did. We used Duckmans, and they were fantastic. They're not the cheapest builders in town, but they are brilliant because they always clear up after them. And they don't leave a mess. They seal everything, and they were fantastic.
And got the job done.
And got the job done in the time that we wanted it done.
On budget.
Wow. Yep. Now, Sue, I think you've got a little anecdote for me from when you very first walked into the house, and these beautiful tiles.
These beautiful Delft tiles. It absolutely, as soon as we walked through the door, we thought, goodness me, this has got to be right, because John used to work for Shell at the Royal Dutch Company, and they're Royal Dutch Delft tiles. What more could you ask for?
Fantastic. You see, if only we'd known that when you walked in the door you were going to buy it, we'd have saved us so much time.
We love our paintings in here. This one we found after much searching. It wasn't at all what we thought we'd have, but we love it. It's a John Wonnacott, and we're very, very fond of it. And it actually looks better on that wall here than it did in our previous house.
Oh, fantastic. And I think these puffins have seen a few things in their
These are
day.
my much loved puffins, Shauna. When I was privileged to run Shell UK in my dining room, where we did a great deal of negotiation and entertaining, my puffins are right opposite me. And they're by Keith Shackleton, who's a descendant of Shackleton the explorer.
Wow.
And whatever was happening, I would look at those puffins and it would give me a balance to life. And when I left Shell, they said, what would you like? And I said, well, if you're kind enough to give me my painting. So when we're having dinners here, I sit there and I can still see my lovely puffins.
Who are keeping an eye on you.
They are.
I bet they could tell some stories. John, Sue, thank you. Honestly, it's been a privilege to come back to the house. Thank you for allowing us to have a look.
Well, thank you for finding it for us.